Our school, we love weird kids, okay? And weird teachers. Yeah. We love student leaders. We love smart kids. We love the kids that get A's in every class. We love the kids that are in the middle. And we love the kids who are at the bottom sometimes, and it takes them a little longer to get up here to the top. We love all kinds of kids. But the kids we don't love are the mean ones. Morning, how are you? Hey, how are you? Did you have a good summer? Morning. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo está bien? Muy bien, Pablo. Tori.
I'm Michael James, and I'm the principal of Jefferson Senior High School.
Better. Good morning, Sasha. Good morning, how are you, Brian? Leo, Daniel, what's your name this week?
I don't have children of my own. These are my children. They are. And you know, I think that's one of the reasons that I take so much time to get to know them.
Morning, Quinn.
Just the name of a student is so important to me, and connecting with them in that way.
I love the fact that he knows all the kids' names.
Good morning, Sky. Good morning, Miguel.
I know he's a suit, right? Because he's admin, but he is very down to earth. What you see is what you get.
We have a dress code, and look how wonderful my students are in the dress code today. Good morning, sweetie. Okay, then I have shirts for you. No. Come. You guys know that. Why would you even do this? You never wore that last year. No butts, no boobs, no bellies, no backs. Yeah, that's really easy. That's how easy it is. So. Yeah, when I first started 6 years ago, this was like a mall. So the bell would ring for class to start, and the kids would just be circling. And we're like, it's time to go to class. Yeah. And they're like, eh. And I'm like, okay. We've got some things to change around here.
We work with a lot more constraints insofar as what our students already have coming into us.
Good morning, 10th graders.
And sometimes that's a language barrier, sometimes that's higher levels of students with special needs or students with social emotional issues. And sometimes that comes from our socioeconomic status as a school. We did a lot of work 5 years ago talking a lot about our students being college bound, because in any given senior class, I would say easily 50% of our kids are first generation graduates from high school.
Jaylene, you ready for a good senior year?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. It was a great first day at Jefferson. One down, 184 to go. And I want to also say that I appreciate 98% of you who are always a part of those great things. And I will not let the 1 or 2% take away from the wonderful things that we do here at Jefferson.
It's about knowing the stories of your students. It's about knowing their backgrounds, knowing their systems at home.
My name is Joseph Martinez, and I'm a senior at Jefferson High School. And I'm gonna do football, basketball, and baseball. Just being a senior and like having little brothers is pretty cool, because like I just want to show them that I want to do something good, so I want them to do something good too.
Well, my name is Ariadna Santos. This is my senior year. My sister got salutatorian last year, so it's like, you know, we just try to keep our grades up, and obviously for sports you kind of have to, and I just I took AP classes, so those like bumped up my GPA, so then I just ended up at the top.
I'm Jaylene Lucero. I'm in 12th grade.
There we go.
That's hard. I just want to make my family happy. So being the first to graduate, going to college and everything like that. It's really important to graduate and like show your family that you have a high school diploma. That's one of the most important things, like knowing you have a high school diploma.
No les estoy preguntando geografía, o sea, viven en la ciudad. We're a Title I school, so 9 out of 10 of our kiddos are at or below poverty level, which that alone says a lot. We're a very Title I school. When I know that I have kiddos that maybe are homeless sitting in my classroom, or that I know maybe are hungry, or maybe I've been wearing the same clothes off and on for the last number of weeks, I can't really get mad at them because they're, I don't know, they don't have their Chromebook or their iPad's not charged. They just want to connect.
Monday through Thursday, I go to football practice, and then we have games usually on Fridays, but I work from 7:30 to 10:30 because we get out of practice at 6:30. So I have to go to work at 7:30 to 10:30, and it's Monday through Thursday, and then Sunday I work from 12 to 6, so it's pretty busy.
That's the standard that most high school kids are going to go to. It's like a default essay.
I remember my Dominican father, Barilla, I think that's how you say it, like Barilla.
Starting with 10th grade, a lot of these kids work, so they have to work. The Martinez boys all work down at the Walmart, and they have to contribute to the family.
It's like the same routine. I just go to school, then go to practice, then go to work, and then go home, do work, and then go to sleep. I don't know, I'm used to getting barely any sleep because I just don't go to bed. I just always work. I always want to be the first one in my family to actually do something, try to succeed, because my family no one really went to college or graduated from high school, so it's kind of rare. So I just want to do it for my mom and my dad, and my brothers, my little brothers. I want to show them just to do good. But yeah.
No matter what issue comes in your family life, it's yours, and you love that family. And sometimes it's difficult, but you love that family. But it doesn't mean that you can't aspire to greater things and have more than what your family has now. And we talk about that a lot. It's not an insulting thing. It's not meant to degrade anybody in their specific circumstance. And I also know every single parent of a student at this school want more for their kids than what they had.
Our kids are impacted on almost every level. I mean, if you get their personal home stories, they're not always good. They don't want to always talk about where their parents are because they're in jail.
My freshman and sophomore year, I kind of was a mess up. I was never coming to school. I had bad grades. And then it started hitting me that when my friends were like, you're not gonna graduate with us, you're not gonna graduate with us. So it kind of made me sad. So I was like, okay, let me see, what can I do? And I did 5 credit recovery classes so that I could make up my credits. And then I did summer school. I'm at 20 credits right now. We need 23 by graduation, so I'm working harder to get my credits back. I don't want to be a dropout and just get my GED. I want to actually have a high school diploma. I want to go to college. I want to make something big of myself. So I just started working harder, and I got a job to just do everything that I want to do. Being my age and already got offered a management position, that's big. 31's up. I go to school, and then when I'm off of school, I usually go to my job.
My name is Heather Atten, and I am Jaylene's boss. So I kind of knew of her prior to hiring her, but she's amazing. I just have to say that a million times. She's amazing.
You're welcome, son. Okay, you're clocked in.
She'd rather be here. She'd rather be at school. She's not your typical 17-year-old. Not your typical teenager.
Hang out, work. It's like my home here. Everyone here, they're family.
We're all just kind of one big, happy, demented family. We actually have a big thing. She's got a concert coming up for Drumline here in the next week or two, and we've got a big old cheer squad that we're going to mob down to the school and go cheer her on.
Why are you right there? You should be with the cool kids. I don't know, I get nervous every time there's a concert. Even though I've been in here for 4 years, I still get nervous. That's just how it is.
Not gonna miss it. Are you kidding? We've been bragging about it. We rearranged the entire schedule to make sure everybody was here tonight.
It's awesome. I'm excited.
Got a heart of gold. She'll do anything for anybody. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. And she's had a rough couple years, and she didn't even let it faze her at all.
But right now I'm living the adult life. So it's hard, but there's nothing I could do about it. So my mom actually got incarcerated last year in February. I moved with my friends, and my other siblings are living with grandparents and my uncles and stuff. And my dad, he was living with my auntie, but she's moving, so he's actually on his own too, homeless. So I just want to tell him, like I hope he's there, like sober enough, because my dad has a drinking problem.
Actually, how it came up was her mom was incarcerated and she needed to go to the doctor. And they wouldn't take her seriously because she wasn't 18. And she was staying with some of her friends, and they were barely 18. So doctors wouldn't take her seriously. So I was like, well, why don't I take you? And she's like, okay. It just became more than just paperwork. It was more, how was your day at school? And oh my gosh, you're never gonna believe what happened at school. And I mean, she was doing great on her own, but everybody needs that stability. That person that is always there, that's always gonna be there.
Amazing, like always.
I just wanted to make sure that she knew that no matter what happened with anything going on in her personal life, that I would always be there for her.
So we're at the corner of 25th and Ames. So across the street, these buildings would have been here in the early 1900s. So my name is Joel Newton, and I lead a nonprofit here in Edgewater called Edgewater Collective that seeks to create thriving schools right here in our neighborhood. I mean, Edgewater has really been a working class town. This was never the wealthy part of West Denver. About 2012 on, the demographics of Edgewater have changed significantly. So the way I describe it is you really have two Edgewaters. You have the Edgewater in our schools.
¿Ya? ¿Quién acabó? Órale, ven aquí, hijita.
Which is about 80% Latino, 50% English language learners. Then you have our neighborhoods, which are fastly becoming more white, upper middle class, much more wealthy.
Okay, get your journals. Diarios, 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 diarios. Diarios, diarios, diarios. Your language is your identity, whichever language that may be. Being a Spanish speaker in the school means that you have roots and you have identities and you have feet in different worlds at all time. Get your journals, you guys. Los diarios están ahí. Si no están en el 4, están en el periodo 1.
Those demographics in our school have had an impact or created almost an identity that's different from the neighborhood. But it really sets up a difference between a more white, middle-class, affluent Edgewater and a lower-income Latino school. So it makes it really hard to kind of build that kind of community spirit when our schools just look different.
I think we have great success stories. So we have these kids who beat the odds, and we have these kids who are willing to make a difference for themselves and their families, and that's why we're story worthy, because we are making change.
That's why we stay. That's why we're here, and that's why we will cry it out, we'll muscle it out, we'll raise our hands even if it's well liked or not. We have to be a voice for the kids.
Our area is gentrifying, and I know that has its benefits. It also has its deficits when an area goes through that process. For us as a school, what it means is that our families have a difficult time paying for rent or finding housing, and sometimes they get pushed out of the area, and they have to go to other Denver metro areas in order to find a place to live. A lot of families can't afford to live here anymore. So they go to suburbs, they go to, a lot of them go to Commerce City, a lot of them go to Aurora, some parts of Denver.
So I mean, here in Edgewater, I mean, our house has doubled since 2013 when we bought it, which makes you feel good from a financial perspective. The sad part though is that we know the stories of our daughter's friends at school, that every year more and more of them have to move out because of home prices, and most importantly for our family's rental rates.
Yeah, they're usually pretty heavy traffic. It takes a lot of time, especially like if it snows, it's closer to like an hour. My parents moved because they wanted a house.
It's fascinating to watch families move further and further away, yet make that choice to bring them to Jefferson. I mean, I think for some of our families, it's immigration and all the unknowns that come around that. The feeling of not being safe wherever they're at, and Jefferson's a known quantity.
Well, I think a lot of credit has to go to my parents, because like from a young age they really pushed onto me the idea like you should strive for the best, like really push yourself, like things won't come easy. Both of them are undocumented. They came here 19 years ago when my mom was pregnant with my sister, so they really just came here to give us a better life and give us better opportunities. So I think that's really shaped the person that I am, because I just want to pay them back for the hard work they put into everything.
And now,
I just play basketball because I love it. Like I grew up playing basketball like a little kid and playing football and all that, and it's just like something that's like cleared my mind. Like when I'm like irritated or like having like bad days or something. Like I was struggling kind of, but I just started trying to pick it back up.
Joe's struggling right now just with things going on at home.
Our dad, he's a good guy, but he's just like we'd fall off like with him sometimes because we were living there like with him too long. He's kind of just getting like stressed out with us, but he's like started just like he started like I don't know, started getting mad, and like he just wanted us to get out. I just see like the way like how my mom has to work so hard, like just like make like a living, like, and I just want to like do something great, like go to college and make good money, and like so I don't have to like live how my life is right now.
And the crazy thing, it's one little town that's less than a square mile. We have all these dynamics coming together in one. But to me, if change is going to happen, it's got to be able to happen in a town that's less than a square mile. So if we can't figure out how to find common ground, if we can't find a place where people that speak different languages can find common stories, if we can't find a way that in a place like Edgewater that anyone of different economic levels can find a place to live, good luck in a state, in a county, in a country.
Why do I want to be a class officer? I want to be a class officer because I can't do this. Okay. I'm running for student body president. I'm part of the student voice. You gotta get my good side, bro.
Oh, I gotta get the angles too.
Oh, I never thought of myself running for it, but it caught my eye. Like, I just want to start doing different things. Guys, I don't know what to say. Stop laughing, bro. Take 6. One of the girls, Edith, she just in the hallway, she was like, I'm so proud of you, Jaylene. You made it so far, and you were talking about dropping out and all this, and look at you now, like you're my superstar. I'm like, thanks. A lot of people say that.
I'm Rhiannon Wenning. I'm the Community School Site Coordinator here at Jefferson Junior Senior High School. So we have my senior yearbook and then our senior newspaper. This community is my community. I come from this community. I received so much growing up here, and that I've made it my mission in life that to give back everything that I received when I was here as a student. All right, so I got a box of food for you. Do you want to come by before practice today, or do you want to wait till this week? What do you want? What would you like to do? So you can't be a successful student if your belly's empty, or if you're worried about where you're going to sleep at night, or you're worried about your family and if they're going to be deported or taken by ICE.
It is sometimes almost impossible to change the course of a student's trajectory when at home their family lives are so tattered. 100% of teachers. Yeah, I've had some changes in me that have happened over the last 5 years that I absolutely, it's because of the work that I do here. Yeah, I had an anxiety attack, which had stroke-like symptoms. I can't keep up with everything that I need to do. I just feel like I feel like I need a change.
This is a really hard place to lead and teach. And so I know that Jefferson is going to have that cycle, and I've seen teachers that we love move on. And the last thing I want to do as a parent is make that person that's poured their heart into Jefferson feel a sense of guilt for leaving.
Good. We're going to get some trash. Oh, are you going to do trash for me? Make sure you get your trash, okay? Christian. It's mentally challenging all the time because it never leaves. It never leaves you. So he walks away. I don't know if he heard me or not. You're always working to get there, and it's exhausting. Sometimes I don't feel like doing this job anymore.
Or you can pour yourself into a school and hope to make a deep, lasting impact. And sometimes you see it, and sometimes you don't.
Was that yours? That was your table?
So you just have to continue moving forward and keeping your eyes on the right things and tune out the noise.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, this is the fun stuff. Okay, anything with a pig and a tutu, I'm down for. So I may have to get a couple of these. Plus they're on sale. We were able to raise over $700 and a little bit more to buy presents specifically for our parents from Parent University.
There we go. That's docked up.
They get an opportunity to pick out toys that we're buying now.
All right, there we go.
To give to their families or their children. And it's part of our holiday giving that we do every year at Jefferson. Oregon Trail! Oregon Trail!
For a lot of these parents, they have the choice of either getting Christmas presents for their kids or paying their electric bill or their rents. And so this really, for me, it's, if I was in their shoes, this would really mean something to me as a parent, that somebody else in the community, in this case teachers, care enough about our family to help us out over the holidays.
Teacher Barbie! Oh, where were you when I was a little girl? And it's got its own little student. A plant, looks like some boxes or some books, a table, a student with a desk.
This is a well-funded classroom.
This is a well-funded classroom. This is not a normal teacher classroom. This is a well-funded teacher classroom. This classroom was made possible by GoFundMe and by other crowdsourcing activities.
Just knowing the price of living in Edgewater, this is a huge deal. Parents get to go home, wrap a present for their kid, and give it to them.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. This is a lot of parents I haven't seen in a while, so this is awesome. I love it. Hi, English or Spanish. Bring this back to me. You get to pick out a Christmas present for your child.
Y ahorita puedes escoger regalitos, okay? Okay, gracias. Okay, come on, it's your turn. You might have to ask Santa, do you bring teeth? She needs a tooth. We created Parent University in order to take care of some of those things that we can't do at school. If you yourselves or if you know of any families that might need a little extra support before the holidays, our topics, they range from, last month we talked about teen suicide and how to talk to your kids about suicide and about how they feel about themselves and how they treat their friends and how they're being treated by others. All right, where's 31? All right, come on down. Once these families build confidence in us as leaders and in our buildings and they feel comfortable, they come to us left and right for whatever it is that they need and for whatever supports their students need.
How are you guys? I am well, thank you. Adios, adios. Hi.
My parent meetings, year one had 0. You know, you have to build something that people want to come to.
Oh my goodness, we got to rush. Oh my God. Hi. Hi, come on in. I think it's one of the most important parts of having a successful school is that parent engagement piece. They have a direct impact on how well the school is doing. We see a correlation or a connection between low parent involvement or low parent engagement and test scores. This is just one way that we can ensure that we are doing what's best for our students and also for our community.
My mommy wants to take a picture with me.
Good. Are you going to smile big? No.
I mean, when I was a little kid, we didn't have stuff like this at my school.
Oh.
So we didn't have stuff like this, people coming out, Santa Claus and stuff. My kids have never even had pictures of Santa Claus, so it's neat.
I don't want to be on camera.
The little ones are future saints. So they are, right now, almost all of them have a sibling that goes here already at my school. You guys have a good night.
Bye.
This is what my 18th year here. I can't imagine teaching or working anywhere else. This is what I know. This is who I am. This is my community. I am Jefferson, and Jefferson is me.
Christmas is like my favorite time of the year. interacting with family and then doing family stuff. And then last Christmas, I didn't really have that because my mom was in jail at the time.
It doesn't matter what goes on, whether it's her mom or school or teachers or friends or siblings, just a hard day, because everybody has bad days, that I'm there for her.
She was so discouraged. And now she's like passing everything. And I'm like, see, really, was it that hard?
She's pushing me to do better in life. She's pushing me to do more. Shanta baby. The grades are good. 1D, but it's only for a semester, you know.
But she's come a long way. Come a long way. She's doing great.
I feel chill. I'm gonna go see my mom tomorrow.
She was my smallest child.
Huh. Yeah. What, 6'7"?
Huh?
6'7"?
6 pounds, 7 ounces, 18.5 inches long. Born at 4:20 on 12/21/2000. In the middle of a snowstorm. Betty Boop. My dad nicknamed her that. That's his little Betty Boop baby. Because her little curls would flip out and her big old blue eyes and her pale skin. Okay, my name is Kylie and I'm Jaylene Lucero's mom. My husband passed away in 2014. And I went into depression. I went into a state of not caring, and it turned into me shoplifting, and I went to prison.
I was with my mom when she got caught, so it went on my background for juvenile.
I'm glad that she was very understanding. She, of course angry. She, but I told him, I said, this is just something that I went through. I didn't plan on it. I didn't wake up one morning and say, let me ruin my kids' lives.
When she gets happy because she did something with her mom, I love how she shares that excitement and enjoyment with me. And I'm like, yes. But then when she comes home sad or upset or gets off the phone sad or upset, I'm like, cool, let's talk about it. I don't want to talk. Okay, well, let's eat junk food and watch Netflix then.
I was jealous, because obviously it's a mother's place. But now that I've, got to know Heather and, hung around with them, she's great, and I'm glad Jaylene has that support. I've been out now for 7 months. I've gotten this place for the kids. Jaylene just decided not to come back home as of now. I don't know if she will. She's on her own. Yeah, I've worked very hard to get almost back to the person I used to be, but I want to be better than that.
Yeah, she already changed how she is, but I have to see it to believe it, so the more she shows me, the more I believe it. So she's trying. And then that is Lord Farquaad.
You don't realize how much you miss. Come here, son. How much you miss all this when you don't have it. You guys want to see some of the craziness?
Oh my God, it's gonna go all over my coat.
It's like a sense of relief for them too. Like, they have their mom back and they can depend on me. And I'm doing everything that I possibly can to not leave them ever again.
Hey, it's my only coat, Styles.
That's my
Hold on.
Cracker Jay.
Oh, hey, you're an omelet now.
We are in a wonderful situation because of the passing of 5A and 5B. It's a pot of money that was allowed by our voters in Jeffco to enhance construction at schools, to equalize paying for teachers. We in particular received $13.8 million.
our talks were pre-November, you know what I mean? So, and it was awful. And now we've started the talks at the district level of what Jefferson will look like in the future. And that's exciting. We can have those conversations due to our community and our Jeffco County supporting those measures. That was a huge burden lifted. And now we're in the talks and in the planning for such incredibly innovative pathways and setups for a new design Jefferson. I can't help not to be a part of that for at least a few more years.
I moved up to 38th and Wadsworth, so I'm living in Wheat Ridge now. Yeah, we moved in with our mom, cause we were living with our dad before that, so now we're moved in with our mom. It made me feel like I could get work done actually, cause when I was living like that, I just didn't really care anymore, I just didn't want to try anymore. And I kind of felt like giving up, and I was at a breaking point. We love our dad, it's just kind of rough at the time, that was it. But he's, we're still cool with him now, we're still all talking.
Like that? No. You want it more like this one.
All right. I got accepted to the Emily Griffith.
Oh, you weren't gonna tell me.
I did tell you.
You did not?
Yeah, I did.
When?
So I go register in May.
And tell me, what are you scared about?
I don't know, just school again.
No, you're gonna be fine.
And then my picture's hanging up in the hallway with all the other people that got accepted somewhere.
Wow.
I'm right here. I'm right here. My picture.
So these were all the things that colleges sent me. Portland, Tennessee. I have Oregon, obviously. I think their curriculum was just more what I was looking for. So yeah, I ended up deciding Portland.
And I'd like to thank you all for attending the 2019 Jefferson Junior Senior High School Awards Ceremony.
Please give a round of applause to our valedictorian, Miss Ariana Santos Arriaga. And Ariana Santos Arriaga. This year's winners are Ariana Santos Arriaga.
Ariana Santos Arriaga.
I just noticed that if you are someone like Ariadna Santos Arriaga, it's good to have a younger 7th grade brother, Sam, who sits in the front row and holds all the awards for Ariadna Santos Arriaga. I've just been noticing the pile rise as we go.
She was accepted to the following universities: University of Northern Colorado, Portland State, University of Portland, Gonzaga, University of Oregon, no, I'm not done. University of Oregon, George Fox University, Pacific Lutheran, Arcadia University, Seattle Pacific University, Nebraska Wesleyan, for a total of over $250,000, $384,000.
I am scared. I'm moving on in life, and I'm first to graduate, that's scary. Signing up for my college class. Oh, thank God, Buzzer. Hi. Hi. We were freaking out. I was freaking out because I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm scared. If I don't get financial aid or the scholarship here, I don't know what to do. Probably have to take the year off.
She doesn't know this yet, but my husband and I agreed that whatever she makes towards her schooling, we're going to match, because we don't think that she'll be able to make enough to pay for it. So whatever she makes towards it, we're going to match to make sure that she does it.
Here we go. So, good Lord, all these schedules, Jaylee, bear with me here. Okay.
Guess what?
I'm registered.
We have success.
Oh,
Yes. Okay.
they're saying it's official.
First and foremost, this is a tradition we have for the senior class. Oh. No hats.
Thanks. Look at me now. I'm graduating. I didn't think I'd get that far. I didn't think I'd graduate with my class.
So let's give them a round of applause to the senior class of 2019.
And like, I feel like it flew by, and it's just like, this is something I'll remember. Like, I feel like it went by so fast, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm gonna miss it.
Like these teachers and like everybody around us, they care about the students so much. And I think they do the most even when it isn't asked of them.
You're not crying. I love you, baby. Congratulations. You did it, baby. You did it all on your own. And don't let nobody ever bring you down. Ever, ever, ever. It's only the first step. Okay? No crying. No more.
And we're gonna practice what happens during the ceremony, okay?
This year, the seniors are exploring who is that individual or individuals that have brought them to this moment in time and kind of supported them through what graduation means to them and has supported them to get to that diploma.
My mother did not get to have her high school diploma. She was pregnant with my brother when she was 16. She was forced to drop out and start a family. They had 4 of us. My siblings and I are very lucky in that in our own ways we all succeeded, and we did that because of the strength of my mom. So that is, she totally abandoned her life goals for her family. She was set to be the valedictorian of her class.
My sister and I were the first generation going to college, so I can equate to that. Because of where my family came from, I can relate and connect to those obstacles and challenges.
Some of the stuff that we're going through, he went through as a child too, so he really connects with some people here.
That's incredible. So we are very proud of that, so proud of that. And each and every stakeholder in our building played an incredible role. It's the greatest day in the whole school year of the 2018-19 school year. It's graduation for the class of 2019.
Like, I thought that yesterday that it would be easier, like just like come out here. But now that I'm seeing like a lot, like some of my family, like it's just like making me like more nervous.
It's just so nerve-wracking to like know that I'm gonna be talking in front of so many people and like.
How am I feeling? Nervous. Like I gotta throw up.
It is an honor to be with you today on this very special and important occasion, the commencement celebration of the Jefferson Junior Senior High School class of 2019. And the valedictorian of the class of 2019, Ariadna Santos Arriaga.
Some of us on this stage and in this audience are not accepted with open arms in this country. We are looked down upon by many because we don't fit the norm. We work just as hard to get ahead in life, but are considered minorities. I am here today to say that even though we don't get the same privileges as others in this country, We are still living and thriving, and the proof is right on this stage and in this audience. We are this country's future.
Ariadna has put Jefferson Junior Senior High School on the map. An incredible student ever since she was a freshman. She was one of my power girls.
Joseph Theodore Martinez.
And I will tell you that Joe has been instrumental in correcting and ensuring that his brothers are doing the right thing and moving in the right direction. He has been nothing but support and always been that stable figure for those brothers.
I want to start off by saying thank you to all my family that came here tonight to support me. These are...
But along that journey of high school, he's always been brave and stood tall, and that's the epitome of Joe.
I want to say I love you all, and you all helped me you all shaped me to be the man I am today.
Jaylene Angel Marie Lucero.
Heather, thank you for helping me on this journey during my last year as a high school student. This year has been crazy, eventful, stressful, and amazing. And you have stuck by my side and never given up on me. I appreciate you, and I love you to the moon and back.
Love you!
Yeah! Jaylene, it gives me goosebumps to say that she has powered her way to this moment, to today, graduating in 4 years. I think she believes in who she is and where she's going and what she can do, and she wants a future for herself now. And I think she's a survivor. I characterize her as a survivor. But our kids, they fight to learn who they are. They fight to figure things out. It's the challenge of getting kids to think outside of what they know and to imagine themselves in a place maybe they've never seen.
For the very last time, we present to you the class of 2019.
2019! 2019! 2019! 2019!
July 31st was when Jay called me. It was in the evening. And she said that she was at Lutheran and being admitted from the emergency room to the hospital for blood clots in her lungs.
So they rushed her to the hospital, told her that she had blood clots.
So I freaked out, went to the hospital. I walk in to my daughter not breathing, not having a heartbeat.
We turned the corner just to see the nurse jumping on Jay, giving her chest compressions, and just watching on the screen and just watching for that line to make a move. Like that was all I could focus on.
The last thing I remember is I don't remember anything.
You've been here for 29 days. What else do you want to tell the world about what you've gone through?
Stay safe from blood clots.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, look at her. It's quick. Look at you. How does it feel? Feels tired. And I told you, Shelly, you could do everything. You could do a lot of stuff. You're a young kid.
You have a long, you have your whole life ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I did go up to heaven, I seen my stepdad. And there was a lot of angels behind him. And I just remember being in heaven and seeing him, and he pointed down. I wasn't ready to go, I guess. And he knew that.
There was a disagreement and things got heated, and a lot of us were told we weren't allowed back.
I don't mind her being there for Jay. It's just like when it comes to, you know, the situations that we had at the hospital, back off.
It was heartbreaking. Not hearing her say Heather Bear daily or not being able to talk to her and see her daily, it was heartbreaking.
All right.
Give me a hug.
Thank you.
3 months ago, we never knew if this day was possible, and look at her going home like a brand new baby.
Where's the car? It's just a miracle to say that I got 3 chances to live again. I think I have to come back and be stubborn. Stubborn to the world. Okay, dude.
It's all you now.
Thank you.